Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about a rich text booklet for Term 6 that you will be receiving very shortly in the post. Up until now, you've been using knowledge organisers to help you develop your independent learning skills. But seeing as you are now all working independently at home for large periods of time, we wanted to introduce something new and exciting for years 7 to 10 in Term 6. We all know that reading is crucial, and reading a rich variety of texts really develops you as a learner and as a person. We want to expose you to high quality, challenging and interesting texts because it gives your teachers a chance to link extended reading to the topics or concepts that you have been studying. Looking at a writer's language choices really helps you to focus in the power of specific word choices. And this also helps you to expand your vocabulary. And it allows you to think about some bigger concepts, ideas, or themes in a text. Your rich text booklet will have an introduction inside and then a contents page. The first 4 texts in every booklet for years 7 to 10 are linked to the personal development work that you have been doing in period 1. Linked to influential figures throughout British history, and I'd like to thank your heads of house for producing them for you. The rich texts will often introduce new or challenging vocabulary. So here you can see we have some words that you might not normally have come across, such as ultimately, encountered, prevailed, menace, and foretaste. And here's another one, culminated. As you read, I want you to be prepared to look back at the context of the sentence to help you to work out what these possibly unfamiliar words mean, or to look them up in a dictionary. Some words are ones that we really want to expose you to so that you can start using them in your writing. Why say after this, for example, when you can use your academic voice and say subsequently instead? When you have read the text, you'll notice that there are some comprehension questions to complete. And these will often check your understanding of key vocabulary in the text. Finally, your personal development texts link closely to the Morning School Way, so it's a really good idea to reflect on which qualities these figures are modelling that we could learn from today. And the one here that I have highlighted is determination. As well as your personal development texts, all year groups have 3 extracts from our daily read, Great Expectations, for you to explore. If you haven't yet been hooked by this, please click on the Reading and Literacy tab on the homepage under Home Learning and get involved by listening along with the rest of the school to a chapter every day. Your rich texts come from a variety of subjects. We have science, we have history, French, and art. These are just to name a few. And if you're in year 10, some of your option subject teachers have provided you with rich texts too. But please don't limit yourselves to reading only the subjects you've chosen. I personally found the sociology and psychology ones fascinating. So when do we study these rich texts? Teachers may direct you to the rich texts to support your work in lessons. So during your live lessons, teachers may tell you what they want you to do for the rest of the week, and they may direct you to read the rich text for their subject. Rich texts will also appear in your enrichment slot on your timetable so that you can choose to work on them then. One of the most important aspects of the rich texts are the comprehension questions, and here's one that I made earlier. This is an extract from our daily read, Great Expectations. And this is from chapter 27. After discovering that a mystery benefactor is going to make him a gentleman, Pip has left behind his roots in the countryside and is living in London. He finds out that his stepfather, Joseph Gargery, who has always thought the world of him and is one of the most genuine characters in the novel, is coming to pay him a visit. This is Pip's reaction to the news of the visit. Let me confess exactly with what feelings I looked forward to Joe's coming. Not with pleasure, though I was bound to him by so many ties. No, with considerable disturbance, some mortification, and a keen sense of incongruity. If I could have kept him away by paying money, I certainly would have paid money. Now, when I wrote this, there were two words that I really wanted to check that you understood, and they were mortification. If you look at the top of the screen there, it means great embarrassment and shame. And the second word is incongruity. And you may have heard the word incongruous before. It means out of place with the surroundings. So when you answer my questions, which are why does Pip feel mortification at the thought of Joe visiting, and why does Dickens use the word incongruity, I really want you to show me that you understand the definition of these words in relation to this novel. The final part of the rich text are challenge tasks, which are familiar to you already from your knowledge organiser. These tasks are designed to really spark your imagination and thinking skills, and I have a couple of examples for you. Here's one from geography. I think it's a year 7, and the idea is to use Google Maps to locate North Sentinel Island, zoom in and out, and see how close the island is to other countries, such as India, Bangladesh, and Thailand. Explore the island in a satellite view, and then look for Port Blair, the nearby city where the British took the elderly couple and 2 children. And here's one from Great Expectations. This is from chapter 8. Dickens is the master of description. Close your eyes and listen to the description of Miss Havisham again. Try to picture her and the room. Using just pencil, draw the scene. If you prefer, you could focus on one aspect of the scene, like the items on the dressing table. Try to get as much detail into your sketch as possible. And they're just 2 examples from your Rich Text Booklet. Please remember, as always, to send us your great work for a chance to make it into our galleries of excellence. And we would also really welcome feedback from you on what you think of our Rich Text Booklets. Thank you for listening.